Well, good morning, boys and girls. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Man, good to see all y'all this morning. Man, I hope y'all are having a glorious day so far. I'm pretty fired up and pumped up and ready to roll. What about y'all? Let's do this, huh? My gosh, let's do this. Gosh, dog it. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, good morning, Jamie. Good morning, Charles. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, man. Clay, good morning. Victor, good morning, man. Victor Corporate Services. I like that. Very professional sounding. Well, good morning. Samantha says hi. Well, hi, Samantha. Brookie says, good morning. Hey, Brookie. Becky in Florida. Hello, Becky in Florida. Man, Nancy says, good morning, Presley. Well, good morning, Nancy. Good morning. Good morning, Nate. Good morning, Charles. Good morning. Man, Sue, good morning. Yes, good morning. Jack, good morning. It's me. Good morning, Brenda. Good morning, Rachel. Wendy says good morning. Nature's with us. Rachel's with us. Come on. Good morning, everybody. Well, greetings. Man, for you guys just joining, I am Presley Swagerty. Yep, Presley, Presley, Presley Swagerty, Swagerty. I tell you right now, you need to go get your, need to go and check my website out. Make sure I'm somebody you want to listen to. Go to PresleySwagerty.com and just check me out, baby. Only take advice, guys. Here's your tip. Only take advice from people that have what you want. So good morning. Oh my gosh, Nancy says it's 4:30 where she is. You're out west somewhere then, Nancy, I guess. Good morning, everybody. Man, I'm glad y'all are with me. Let's get going, huh? For those that don't know me, Presley Swagerty. I'm an entrepreneur, a speaker, an author. I've actually written a couple of books. I wrote a book, How to Win with Network Marketing, Millionaire by Halftime, How to Win with Network Marketing. I know I don't look it, but I'm one of the top network marketers in the world. I'm a business guy. I've got multiple businesses now. Be, do, and have more. You can be and do and have more if you want to. That's my success book. And man, I'm excited to be here with you guys this morning. Kayla, good morning. Good to see you, Kayla. All right, let's roll. Let's roll. All right, y'all ready? Your environment is either working for you or against you. Your environment is either working for you or against you. Get this, guys. We rise or fall to the level of what's normal around us. If excellence is expected, we grow. If mediocrity is accepted, we settle. I'm telling you right now, guys, it's all about what we put in our mind. It's all about the people we run with. If you're wanting to be a success, if you'll start running with winners and putting good stuff in your mind and get your environment right, I'm going to tell you right now that you can do anything you set your mind to. Yep, you can do anything you set your mind to. It's all about who we run with. I always tell people, if you show me two things, I can predict your future for you. If you'll show me your habits and you'll show me the people you run with, I'll predict your future. Because if we're running with winners, you're pretty much going to be a winner, baby. I'm telling you right now. Trouble is, if you're running with losers, you're going to be a loser. I mean, it's just a fact. And when I say loser, I don't mean they're bad people. They're just not going anywhere. They're stuck, huh? Come on, baby. We got to get with a group that motivates, uplifts, and inspires us, huh? You need to be running with people that are positive and motivated. They see the glass half full. They're going somewhere in their life. They're good money managers. They're saving money. They're investing money. They're saving up and buying a piece of real estate. They're saving up and starting a business. I mean, that's the people we got to run with, guys. It's people that are going somewhere, because if we're running with people like that, we're going to start doing stuff like that. And then your habits are crazy good too. I mean, it's all about, what are we going to put in our mind? We need to all take a mental enema, Get rid of the stinking thinking and start putting good stuff in our brain. Start reading good books every day. Start watching Personal Growth Giants on YouTube every day. Guys, I'm telling you, if you will put good stuff in your brain and if you will start running with winners, if you will get that environment right, I'm telling you right now, amazing things will happen. We rise or fall to the level of what's normal around us. If excellence is expected, we grow. If mediocrity is accepted, we settle. No, we don't want mediocrity. No. Your environment includes the people you associate with, the media you consume, the places you spend your time, and the energy you allow around you. It either pushes you forward towards your goals or quietly pulls you away from them, huh? If you surround yourself with driven, positive, disciplined people, success starts to feel like the norm. But if you stay in a circle where complaining, excuses, and procrastination are common, you'll subconsciously adopt the same habits. Ask yourself, what does my current environment say is normal? Is it helping or hurting my growth? You know, I say all the time, get this, listen up. If you run with winners, it normalizes winning. If you run with winners, it normalizes winning. Guys, we got to run with winners. It's that simple. You got to run with people that motivate, uplift, and inspire you. If you'll start doing that, I want you to just watch what happens to the things in your life. I mean, you just start believing different. You start feeling different. You start doing things. See, it's next to impossible to do nothing if you're in a room full of people of action. And we've got to start doing something, huh? Energy is contagious, so is apathy. The energy of those around you influence your mood, your motivation, and mindset. High performers energize the room. Complainers drain it. You know, here's my theory on negative people. If you're negative, my legs still work, I'm out of here. Let me say that again. If you're negative, my legs still work, I'm out of here. I can't hang around negative people, guys. If you're running around those positive people, I'm telling you what, that rubs off on you. But if you're running around negative, dull, disillusioned, frustrated crybabies, I'm telling you what, that rubs off on you too. In other words, you show me who you run with, and I'll show you who you are or who you're going to be. We got to run around people that energize us, baby. Every day you're being influenced, either pulled up or pulled down. A positive environment charges your ambition. A negative one makes growth feel impossible. I'm telling you right now, come on, it's all about who we hang around. It's all about what we put in our mind, guys. Guys, everybody listen to me. Look at your screen real quick. You're created in the image of the God that spoke the universe into existence. You got greatness inside you. You can do anything you set your mind to, boys and girls. I'm telling you right now. You have untapped potential galore. You just got to start understanding that, and we got to get going, huh? I'm telling you right now, and if you don't have enough belief in yourself, take some of my belief for a while, because I believe in you. Sometimes success is less about trying harder and more about surrounding yourself with people who make you want to try. Huh? Come on, baby. Come on. Audit your circle. Who challenges you to grow, who enables your excuses. I call it take a friend inventory, huh? Take a friend inventory. Take an inventory of your friends. Are they people that motivate, uplift, and inspire you, or are they people that drag you down? Because I'll say it again, every relationship in your life is either lifting you up or dragging you down. Come on, baby. Come on. Growth requires a greenhouse. Think of it this way. Think of your potential like a plant. Even the best seed won't grow in dry, toxic soil. Likewise, your dreams need the right conditions to flourish, huh? You need an environment that provides encouragement, challenge, accountability, and opportunity. That could be a mastermind group, a focused workplace, a coach, or simply a positive home routine, baby. For you guys listening to me here, I'm telling you right now, if you'll jump in our university, our success school, I'm telling you, you'll get in the right environment. Go to residualearnersuniversity.com and start running with a bunch of winners and watch how it changes your life. Again, residualearnersuniversity.com. It's the success school we created, huh? A greenhouse doesn't make the plant. It just creates conditions where the plant can thrive faster. the same is true for your environment. Oh my gosh. Come on, baby. Come on. You can outgrow environments, huh? Have you thought about that? Sometimes growth feels painful, not because you're failing, but because you're in the wrong room. You've outgrown it. You know, I say all the time, if you're the smartest person in your room, go get in another room, baby. If you are the most successful person in your room, go get in another room. I'm telling you. You know what? I went to the Aspire conference last week because I wanted to hang around those billionaires, you know, Grant Cardone and Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, and Megan, my gosh, Megan, can't think of Megan's last name. Anyway, I was around all these mega successful people, and it lifted my vision. I'm telling you what, when you run with people that raise your vision, you're doing something, baby. We want to raise our vision. We all on that path of leveling up, going to the next level. Let's do it. A greenhouse doesn't make the plant. It just creates conditions where the plant can thrive faster. The same is true for your environment. All right, you can outgrow environments. Sometimes growth feels painful, not because you're failing, but because you're in the wrong room. You've outgrown it. If you're the most driven, most disciplined, most focused person in your group, it's time to level up your environment. Huh? I'm telling you what, that's why I wanted to go run with some billionaires, baby. I wanted to start thinking bigger, huh? Oh my gosh, you need to be around people who think bigger, move faster, and operate with higher standards. Being the smartest person in the room may feel good, but it's not where transformation happens. Growth question. Who's already doing what I want to do, and how can I get around them more often? Guys, ask yourself this question. Who's already doing what I want to do, and how can I get around them more often? I'm telling you what, guys, that is so key in your life. I'll say it one more time. You show me who you run with, and I'm going to show you who you are or who you're going to be. Curate the inputs in with intention. Your environment isn't just physical, it's digital, mental, and emotional. The voices you listen to, content you consume, and the habits you reinforce, they all shape you. Oh my gosh. Guys, in other words, we got to be putting good stuff in our brain. We don't want to be putting a bunch of negative Nelly stuff in our brain. No. Just like a clean, quiet space helps you focus, a noisy, chaotic one breaks your concentration. Similarly, watching inspiring content energizes you, while consuming drama or negativity drags you down. You are always under the influence of something. Make sure it's aligned with where you want to go. You know, anybody that's listened to me any length of time knows I always talk about read 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. And in a year, that's 365 times 10. That's 3,650 pages. You've read 15 plus good books, and you're not the same person. Watch one personal growth giant every day, just one personal growth giant every day, and watch what happens in your life, baby. I'm telling you. So if you're reading 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day, and in a year you read 15 books, and if you're watching one personal growth giant every day, and all of a sudden in a year you've watched 365 personal growth segments, I'm telling you right now, you're not the same person. Your mind is blown, baby. Come on. Change your environment, change your life, huh? Sometimes the biggest shift you can make isn't internal, it's external, huh? Let me say that again. Listen up. Sometimes the biggest shift you can make isn't internal, it's external. You can't heal in the same environment that made you sick. You can't grow in a space that keeps you small. Whoa, is that strong or what? You can't heal in the same environment that made you sick. You can't grow in a space that keeps you small. Come on, baby. Changing your environment doesn't always mean moving cities or quitting jobs. It can be as simple as creating a better morning routine, cutting off toxic conversations, or joining a community that stretches you. Kind of like Residual Earners University.com if you're looking to change your life, huh? How about getting in a bunch of winners with us? I'm a winner, and everybody at our university is a winner, and we got hundreds and hundreds of people of winners in there, huh? Oh my gosh, changing your environment doesn't always mean moving cities or quitting jobs. It can be as simple as creating a better morning routine, cutting off toxic conversations, or joining a new community that stretches you. The environment you create or tolerate is either feeding your future or feeding your failure. Choose wisely. Man, I'm going to say that again. The environment you create or tolerate is either feeding your future or feeding your failure. Choose wisely. Guys, I'm telling you right now, when I got out of the ghettos and stopped running with my ghetto buddies and started running with people that were going somewhere in their life, I'm telling you what, it was the game changer. You got to get with people that are going somewhere. You got to start putting good stuff in your brain. I'm telling you right now, if you'll start reading 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day, your mind will get blown. I'm telling you, if you'll start watching one personal growth giant every day, your mind will get blown. You'll be a different person. And if you start running with winners, that is the big kahuna, baby. You got to run with people that are going somewhere. And if you start doing that, I want you to watch what happens to your life. Because again, it's hard for us to sit there and do nothing when we're in a room full of action takers. Come on, let's do this, huh? Let's change that environment. Let's start putting that good stuff in our brain. Let's start working on running with winners. Let's make that stuff happen. See, I believe with all my heart there's going to be two groups of us. There's going to be the group that's glad they did, and there's going to be the group that wishes they had. I hope you're in the glad they did category. Good morning, everybody. Man, I went through that section pretty quick, huh? Good morning, good morning, good morning, man. Naughty in the Keys, good morning. Beautiful Chaos, good morning. X-Ray Goddess, good morning. Stan the Man, good morning. Crazy Eyes just joined us, man. Crazy Eyes. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Josh says good morning, man. Good morning, Josh. TikTok Toya. I like that name. TikTok Toya, huh? Chels, good morning. Man, good to see all you boys and girls this morning. Good morning, Tim. Good morning, Maddie. Good morning, Miss T. Good morning, everybody. Man, it's good to see you guys. I got all kinds of notes this morning. I'm not going to be able to go quite as long. I got a board meeting this morning. I'm half owner of a printed circuit board company, and we've got a board meeting this morning. So I'm going to have to go quick, huh? I'm 23 trying to change my life. Can you give me advice? I'm trying everything I know right now. Yeah. All right. Are you ready? You ready for my advice? Here we go. I call this my success starter kit. Do you a vision board, huh? I'll do this quick because I know a lot of you guys have already heard this because I got stuff I want to talk about. But for you, Mr. or Miss 23-year-old, I missed the name. But anyway, do you a vision board. Go to a computer and print off a picture of the car, the house, the boat, the plane, the vacation, the second home, the jewelry, the whatever your ideal life, your church, your kids, whatever your ideal life would look like. Your dream car, your dream house, your dream whatever your dreams are. I don't know. Everybody's got different dreams. So whatever they are, print off some pictures off the internet. Just simple pictures printed off a computer on the internet. That's it. 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Get you some tape. And somewhere in your house, maybe it's the back of your closet door, make you a collage. Then, number 2, write some goals down. What do you want to get accomplished here in the next few months? 5 to 10 goals. 5 to 10 goals. Then number 3, start reading 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. Every day. Don't miss a day. In a week, you've read 70 pages. In a month, you've read 300 pages. In a year, you've read 3,650 pages. Your mind is going to get all kinds of ideas on what you need to do. I'm telling you right now. Then number 4, watch one personal growth giant every day. Every day, watch one personal growth giant. Zig Ziglar, Stephen Covey, Les Brown, Joyce Myers, Tony Robbins, Brendan Burchard, Simon Sinek, Ed Mylett, Dan Martell, Brian Tracy, Jim Rohn, Art Williams, Alex Hermosi, Mel Robbins, Byron Golden. Pick somebody like that and watch one personal growth giant every day. And then number 5, baby, I'm telling you, and here's the big one, run with some people that are doing something with their life. Get with a group that's doing something with their life. And you got 2 choices on that one. Go on your contact list on your phone, guys, and look and pick out 1 or 2 people that are at least on the road to success. Surely, undoubtedly, in your whole contact list, you got 1 or 2 people that are actually going somewhere. They're hustling, they're trying, they're working at it. Start spending a little time with them. Talk to them on the phone, have a cup of coffee with them, have lunch with them, whatever it is. And then, I always recommend joining our university because we've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of winners in there, and I'll mentor you. So if you want to do that, go to residualearnersuniversity.com. Residualearnersuniversity.com. All right, there's my 5-step success starter kit. Vision board. Number 2 is goals. Number 3, read 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. Number 4, watch one personal growth giant every day. And number 5, start running with winners. And I'll say this, guys, if you'll do those 5 steps and do them consistently, I guarantee your life will start changing. I guarantee it. Huh? All right, here we go. Something I always get, people always, they say, Presley, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Baloney. You don't have to be great to get started, but you got to get started to be great. Y'all ready? Here we go. I'm diving into it. Y'all ready? Here we go. Everyone starts as a beginner. Success doesn't require a perfect resume or polished skills. It requires beginning. Every champion was once untrained. Every millionaire entrepreneur once struggled to make their first sale. Every confident speaker once stumbled through a speech. You don't have to be good to get started. You don't have to be great to get started, but you got to get started to be great, baby. Come on, let's go, The myth of needing to be great from the beginning holds people back. You don't need a perfect plan or fancy credentials. What you need is a willingness to begin. Flawed, unsure, and unqualified, but begin, The key is to act despite the imperfections. Action is the seed of greatness. Without it, dreams rot on the vine. Greatness isn't a prerequisite for action. It's the reward for consistent action over time. Guys, I'm going to say it again. The whole key is figure out what you want to do and then start. You're never going to get it perfect. A perfect time is a myth. It's a myth. I get that all the time. Well, as soon as the perfect time rolls around, Presley, I'm going to start that business. Baloney. There's no such thing. You're never going to get it just right. The first business I ever started, man, I got it ready and I'm ready to go. And I thought, I need to do a couple of more things. So I did a couple of more things. And then I thought, it's not quite perfect yet, so I need to do a couple of more things. So I did a couple of more things. And then I got those things done, and I'm thinking, I still need to do these 2 things. So I did these 2 things, and then these 2 things, and then this thing and that thing. And next thing I know, I'd wasted 8 months trying to make it just perfect. And when I launched, it still wasn't just perfect. You know what you do? You launch, you do it, and then you course correct as you go, boys and girls, Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Let's do this, Let's get going with something in our life, guys. Do you realize that you're either building your dream life or somebody's hiring you to build theirs, Yep, procrastination kills dreams, And there's no perfect time on the clock, I agree with all that stuff. Perfect time is a myth, X-Ray Goddess says. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's keep moving. Starting is scarier than it should be. How about that one? The fear of judgment, failure, and not being good enough paralyzes countless people with dreams in their hearts. They fear criticism. They fear making mistakes. They fear falling short, but the longer they wait, the heavier the fear becomes. Guys, you got to feel the fear and do it anyway. Let me say that again. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Do you realize courage isn't the absence of fear? Courage is being a little scared and doing it anyway, Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You don't eliminate fear before you begin. You begin in spite of the fear. You push forward when your voice shakes, your hands tremble, and your knees knock. Guys, understand this. I've started a bunch of businesses in my life. As a matter of fact, this last week, I'm negotiating to buy a franchise. And I'm telling you what, I was a little nervous, a little bit scared doing that. I mean, I'm telling you right now, but you know what? I felt the fear and did it anyway. I mean, everything I've done big in my life, there was a little fear there. Absolutely. Don't think fear is telling you don't do it. Fear is just saying you fixing to do something big. And understand this, fear gives bad advice, boys and girls. Fear gives bad advice. We got to understand that going in. We got to feel the fear and do it anyway. Come on, we can do this. Fear wants us to stay comfortable. Oh, don't do anything big. Stay comfortable. Don't do anything big. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be scary out there if I do something big. No, man, big gives you life. I mean, guys, I tell you what, when I'm doing stuff, man, I feel more alive than when I'm sitting around the house doing nothing. I don't feel alive when I'm doing that, huh? You don't eliminate fear before you begin. You begin in spite of the fear. You push forward when your voice shakes, your hands tremble, and your knees knock. Every courageous action requires fear reduce. Can't even talk this morning. I had a tongue transplant and my body's rejecting it. Every courageous action reduces fear's power. Momentum holds and builds as you face the resistance and move away. Come on, baby. We got to go for it, huh? We're going to feel the fear and do it anyway, right? And somebody said, what are you reading off of? My notes. I make notes. I got notebooks full of notes over there. I give speeches all over the country, and I have a bunch of notes. So I pull out what I think I want to talk about that day, and I go over them with you guys, huh? Fear is a signal you're about to do something meaningful. Don't retreat, lean in. Let me say that one again. Fear is a signal you're about to do something meaningful in your life. Don't retreat, lean in, huh? Clarity comes from action, not thought. Overthinking is one of the greatest three thieves of destiny. Waiting for the perfect time, perfect conditions, perfect strategy is a trap. You don't think your way into clarity, you act your way into it, huh? When you move, you learn. You discover what works and what doesn't. You gain data. You get feedback. You find out what excites you, what drains you, and what path fits you the best, huh? You can't steer a parked car. Man, is that good or what, huh? Come on. Come on. You can't steer a parked car. Think about that one. You know, I use cars a lot in my talks. I always tell people the windshield is big, the rearview mirror is small, because we should be thinking about the future, baby. I mean, come on. I like car analogies. You can't steer a parked car. Movement is necessary. Only through trial and effort does the fog begin to lift, huh? Choose, get this. Choose one goal today. Take one action step towards it, however small. The action of activity. The act of starting unlocks clarity. Come on. Let me say that again. Choose one goal today. Take one action step towards it. The act of starting unlocks clarity. I'm telling you, if you'll just get out of this, take a little step outside your comfort zone, just a little one. You realize your comfort zone starts expanding? And then you take another little step outside your comfort zone, and that comfort zone expands. And then you take another little step outside that comfort zone, and that comfort zone expands. Huh? Come on, baby. Let's figure this out. We can do this. Momentum beats motivation every time. Motivation is fleeting. It's great when you have it, but unreliable when you don't. Momentum, however, is powerful and compounding. It grows through action and repetition. You know, I hear people say, well, Presley, as soon as I get motivated, I'm going to start. As soon as you get motivated, you're going to start. Well, are you just sitting around? Is motivation just going to drop out of your ceiling? Is it going to just fall out of the sky? Come on, baby. No. You know what gets you going? See, doubt will take you out of action, but action will take you out of doubt. You got to get something going. And, somebody said, well, I want to start a business, but I don't know what to start. Okay, then do this. Start reading 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. And if you do that every day for a year, you'll have read 15 books, and you're going to have some ideas on what you want to start, huh? If I'm reading 15 books on business and personal growth, you don't think you're going to get ideas? You will. And then if you'll watch one personal growth giant every day in a year, that's 365 personal growth giants you've watched. You don't think you're going to get some ideas? You will. And if you're running with winners, the big one, if you're running with winners, you don't think you're going to get some ideas? You will. I'm telling you right now, if you start doing the stuff I talk about, baby, all this works together. It all works together. Running with winners. Get this. I got into network marketing where I've made 40 some odd $1 million. You know how I got into network marketing? I was running with a guy named JD Mayo who was having some success at network marketing. You know what? I started buying car dealerships. You know how I did that? I was running with a guy named Jim Campbell who was having success in the car business. We bought one, we scaled it up to 7. Huh? We got in the printed circuit board company business. We started printed circuit boards. As a matter of fact, I got a board meeting here in just a little while. We have a 101,000 square foot facility where we build printed circuit boards. You know how I got into that? Because of who I was running with. Got into real estate because of a guy named Max Fincher. As a matter of fact, I'm having lunch with Max today. I'm telling you what, it's been who I've run with, boys and girls. That's been the game changer in my life. Putting good stuff in my mind and running with winners has been what changed my life. I came out of the ghettos, huh? It doesn't matter where you come from. You can change anything you want in your life, huh? Oh, my gosh. Come on. Motivation is fleeting. It's great when you have it, but unreliable when you don't. Momentum, however, is powerful in compounding. It grows through action and repetition. One small step becomes 2. One brave choice leads to another. Momentum builds confidence and creates a sense of progress, which fuels further action even on the hard days. If you get that wheel moving, baby, it'll get to turning. You just got to get it moving, huh? Don't wait to feel like it. Act first. The feeling will follow. I'll say it again. I get people all the time say, oh, as soon as I get motivated. Guys, motivation doesn't fall out of your ceiling. It doesn't fall out of the sky. It takes you taking action. What gets you going is action. Action. Be a do-it-now person. Action. The universe rewards action. Huh? A writer who commits to writing 300 words a day doesn't always feel inspired, but because they started, inspiration often finds them during the process. Baby, come on, huh? Oh my gosh. Guys, I'll say it again. Everybody listening to me, I talk about all this stuff, but the whole key is you got to understand you got greatness inside you. You got greatness inside you. You can do anything you set your mind to. The thing you got to realize, though, is this, that either you're building your dream life or somebody hires you to build theirs. We got to get to building our dream life, huh? Come on, baby. Let's start. Let's go for it, huh? Let's be thinking about a business we can start. I call it your 5 to 9 business. Let's start you a 5 to 9 business. Work your business 5 to 9 in the morning and 5 to 9 at night. And in the middle, you work on that job to keep the bills paid. See, your job will make a living for you, but your side business can make you a fortune. And that's what we got to figure out. We got to get you on a side business where you're the boss, where you're the one that has a chance to make the big money. Come on, baby. That's what we're going for, huh? And then you start making a little money, you can start doing other things. I busted my butt in network marketing to get it going, and I started making money. Well, then I can start investing and buying other stuff. I can start other businesses. You got to get something going, though, to get a little cash flow coming in, huh? Come on. And I see where a couple of you have asked about network marketing. I don't pitch anything on my lives, but if you want to direct message me, I'm happy to answer you. So just say, Presley, how did you make all that money in network marketing? And just do it direct message, and I'll answer you back. I just don't pitch anything on here. I don't mean to ignore you guys that are asking that. But anyway, here we go. Let's keep moving. By the way, we're at almost 20,000 likes. Could we hit 50,000? Come on. Let's go. Would y'all tap on that screen? That helps our algorithm so much. I greatly appreciate it if you would. Greatness is not an event. It's a process, a result of repeated, imperfect attempts strung together over time. The world celebrates greatness, but often ignores the grind that produced it. Great performers didn't wake up great. They fail more times in practice than most people even try. The difference is they kept starting day after day, setback after setback. They started again when others quit. See, I always say it all the time. Winners hang on when others let go, baby. Winners hang on when others let go. The road to greatness is paved with daily starts. You don't just start once, you start repeatedly, especially after failure. When something doesn't go right, I always tell people, I don't win or lose. I win or learn, baby. Either I win or I learn something, because, I've had a lot of businesses, or not a lot, but I've had some businesses that didn't work. I thought they would. They just didn't. It is what it is, but I learned a whole lot from them, and I just started over and kept going, huh? Come on, baby. Good morning, Tiger. Good morning for the love of reselling. Good morning. Thanks for all the gifts, nature. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Win or learn. We win or learn. Yeah, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. We win or learn. Oh, my gosh. And if you're wanting to learn, get in our success school, boys and girls, residualearnersuniversity.com. Go check us out, man. We got success courses in there. We bring experts in every week. We've got a video library that's massive now. We've got winners in there. I'll mentor you. I mean, it's like Facebook. You can scroll and it's all positive. I mean, I can go on, but go check it out. Residualearnersuniversity.com. Just go try it out. It's $29, but I tell you what, it'll be the best $29 you have ever spent, huh? You know, I believe the only way to fail is to never start. Let's think that one through. You know, I tell people all the time, either we're going to take some risk in our life or we're going to have regret. Either we take some risk or we're going to have some regret, because it's real simple. Either you start something, try something, go for something, or I believe you get to 10 years down the road and you're looking back going, man, I should have done something. I should have tried something. What if? What if? We don't want to be playing that what if game, baby. See, risk weighs ounces, but regret weighs tons. We don't want that regret on our back. We want to go for it, huh? Y'all ready? Let's go for it, huh? Perfectionism and procrastination often wear the same disguise: delay. Waiting until you're ready is often a mark of fear, huh? But there's no perfect moment, no ideal conditions. You will always feel a little uncertain. Amen to that. The only thing worse than failing is never trying at all. Failure can teach, inaction only haunts. Whoa, man, I wrote that and I'm still liking that one, huh? Failure can teach, inaction only haunts. Bottom line, you don't have to be great to get started, but you'll never be great if you don't start. Start small, start scared, just start, huh? You don't have to be great to get started, but you do have to get started to be great, baby. I talk about that all the time. You know, I tell you what, for you guys that have looked, we do a podcast, and we drop a new podcast every week. If you haven't checked it out, go check us out. Residual Earners. Everything we do is Residual Earners. But my son and I started this podcast. Man, you should have seen our first couple of podcasts. If you get a chance, go and watch the first podcast we ever did. Obviously you can just scroll back and you can find it, but we're in his office. He got some cheap lights that we didn't realize when we did it had a green tint to it. Our sound system was awful, and we looked like Martians sitting there. We're talking and we had terrible sound and we look green. You don't have to be great to get started, but you got to get started to be great. And every time we did one, we tried to correct something, fix something, do a little better than we did the time before. Well, now I've got a studio down here with all this fancy equipment and neon signs and all that stuff. And, we run a pretty good podcast now, but I tell you, we certainly weren't great when we got started. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what you do. Man, the first few lives I did, I didn't know what in the heck to talk about or how to talk to my phone for this long. I do my live just on my phone, baby. I'm not fancy. I got a circle light there to give me a little light, and my phone. I'm nothing fancy on it, but I learned and I got better and better and better. And I just, now I can sit here and talk, but it sounds funny. I give speeches, and I spoke at Eric Worre's event where there was probably 10,000 people. And, I don't mind doing that at all. I get excited about doing that stuff. But on here, I was nervous to talk to my phone. It's crazy, guys. If we'll just get out there and start doing things, you'll figure out you can do anything you set your mind to. You got so much potential in you. You're just scared to try it, so you keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. But here's the scary part is that life goes by pretty quick, baby. We got to get going with something, huh? We don't want to look back in 10 years and go, oh my gosh, I should have done that. No, baby, let's do it. Let's go for it. Get a good idea and let's roll, baby, huh? Let's roll. Oh my gosh, you can break the cycle. How about that one? Guys, if you don't know it, I came out of the ghettos. I literally came out of the ghettos. I had no dad. My mom worked in a sewing factory. It was the ghettos. I'm not saying that lightly. I'm not embellishing that. It was the ghettos. We had no money. My poor little mama worked in a sewing factory. We barely paid the bills. I'm telling you, it was an ugly deal. But I tell you what, It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where we come from. None of us can go back and make a new beginning, but we can all start now and make a different ending. And that should be the goal of everybody listening to me right now. We should all be leveling up. I don't care. You may be already semi-successful. Great. That's great. I'm proud of you. Well, let's take it to the next level. It's like it's been 3 weeks ago now, but a guy come up to me and he said, well, Presley, I already fly first class. And I said, that's great. Let's get you a plane. Let's all keep leveling up, baby, huh? I'm leveling up and I've made millions of dollars. I'm trying to go for it. That's the reason I was at that Aspire conference. I paid extra money, like $800, so I could go have lunch with these rascals, where I could sit there and get to talk to them and say a word to them and listen to them talk. And, I wanted to be around billionaires. I want to see how they think, because I'm trying to level up too. It doesn't matter where you are on that food chain. Let's keep leveling up, baby. See, I don't think success is a destination. I think it's a journey that we're on, huh? Let's keep moving up. Let's keep going for it. All right. Cycles are not destiny. Chains are meant to be broken. We're all born into a set of circumstances we didn't choose. Family patterns, financial conditions, relational dynamics, emotional wounds, and cultural expectations often feel like invisible hands that shape our lives before we're even old enough to recognize them. But here's the truth. You are not bound to repeat what you came from. Cycles can be broken. Legacies can be rewritten. And the hard truth is, if you don't break the cycle, you risk becoming it. Guys, I could have stayed in the ghettos. Sure could have. I had an abusive father. I could have said I'm a victim. I could have stayed there. But you know what? I didn't want to stay there. See, I didn't want my kids and grandkids growing up in that situation, huh? Think about that. What kind of legacy are you leaving? The cycle is real, but so is your power. Many people grow up in households where dysfunction was the norm, where debt was expected, tempers were explosive, love was conditional, and dreams were suppressed. These cycles, I'm telling you what, guys, come on. That sounds like my upbringing right there. These cycles condition your beliefs, shape your habits, and define what you think is possible. But no matter how deep the root of the cycle goes, you can choose to plant something new. You don't have to mirror what you saw. You don't have to stay stuck in the system that shaped you. Huh? How about that one? Oh, me. Oh, me. Oh, me. Do you realize we can change? That's why I tell you, it's all about who you run with. You got to get with a different group. That inner circle that you run with, guys, I'm telling you, is the game changer. That 5, 6, 7 people that we spend the most time with, I call it your inner circle. If you're running with positive, motivated, upbeat people that are good money managers, and they're investing and they're saving and they're starting businesses and they're saving up and buying them a piece of real estate here and there, and they're doing stuff to improve their life. If I'm running with people that are thinking like that, I'm going to start thinking like that. And you say, well, Presley, what if I got people in my inner circle that don't belong? Well, they're family and friends. We can't kick them out of our life, but we can move them out a little ways. Instead of them being in here, we move them out here. Do we still love them? Yeah. Do we still talk to them occasionally? Yeah. Do we still hug their neck at family reunions? Yeah. Do we spend all our time with them? No. No. I can't do that, huh? My inner circle has got to be people that motivate, uplift, and inspire me. I'm telling you guys. And if you'll do that, watch what will happen in your life. Breaking the cycle is hard, but repeating it is even harder. You know what? I got out of the ghettos. I became a millionaire. You know what? My kids think different now. My kids are both successful. And I'm not saying it's my fault, but I tell you what, I do believe I played a part in it, because they look at their dad and they realize, hey, my dad did something big. I can do something big, huh? I'm telling you what kind of legacy are you leaving? What kind of example are you showing? Are you showing your kids and grandkids that somebody with your last name can do something big? Or are you showing them that you can make excuses? Oh, did I kick somebody in the shins on that one? Huh? Come on. Breaking the cycle takes awareness. The first step to breaking any generational personal cycle is awareness. You can't change what you won't face. Many people repeat toxic behaviors simply because that's all they've ever known. But when you stop and say, this ends with me, you give yourself permission to design a new standard. You shift from unconscious repetition to conscious transformation, baby. The awareness means looking honestly at the financial decisions you make on autopilot, the way you handle stress and conflict, the type of relationships you attract or tolerate, how you view success, love, work, and worth. Awareness doesn't fix everything, but it opens a door to a new direction. Cycles aren't broken by good intentions. They're broken by consistent, disciplined effort in the opposite direction of the pattern you want to leave behind. Huh? Good morning, Carrie Ann. Carrie Ann's in our university. I love it. I love it. If you hadn't joined us, baby, come on. Come on. If you hadn't joined us, come on. My gosh, I was in prison 10 years ago and broke that cycle, got out and did good, kept myself around people. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm right, aren't I? If you run with winners, you're going to be a winner. Guys, so much, when I was growing up, I was running with ghetto buddies, and you know what? I couldn't even pay my bills. I had to make a decision, a conscious decision, that I'm going to go find me some people to run with that are successful, that are going somewhere in their life, that are positive and motivating, and they're uplifting. And that you got to make a decision, boys and girls. Get that? You got to make a decision if you really want to change your life. And some of you guys are going, well, I'm already pretty successful. Great, then let's make a decision to be real successful. Come on, baby, huh? Cycles aren't broken by good intentions. They're broken by consistent, disciplined effort in the opposite direction of the pattern you want to leave behind. If poverty shaped your past, wealth building habits must shape your future. If neglect was your foundation, intentional love and presence must become your practice. If quitting runs in your family, then perseverance must become your personal mission. And make no mistake, this is hard. You'll be tempted to default to the old way. People around you might not understand the new choices you're making. You may even hear, who do you think you are, when you dare to live differently, huh? But the discomfort of growth is nothing compared to the pain of repeating a cycle that's already cost your family too much. You break the cycle for you and for them. The moment you choose a new path, you don't just change your own life, you change the lives of those who come after you. Future generations may never know what you had to fight through, but they will benefit from the battles you won in silence, baby. You know what? You and I don't just affect our kids and grandkids. We affect our kids, our grandkids, and generations to come. What legacy are you leaving? I'll ask you again. What are you showing your kids and grandkids? Are you showing them that somebody with your last name can do something big? Or are you showing them that you can make a bunch of excuses? Huh? Your kids might grow up seeing stability instead of chaos. Your marriage might reflect peace instead of volatility. Your financial legacy might begin with you instead of debt collectors. And even if you don't have children, your life is still a model. You prove to others, friends, siblings, co-workers, students, that it's possible to choose a different outcome. Not just your kids and grandkids are watching you, but I'm telling you right now, nieces, nephews, cousins, and friends are looking at you. You know, I'm where I am right now because of a cousin named Manny Carter. See, Manny grew up from the same side of the tracks I did. Manny was my first cousin. He was my mom's brother's son. And Manny's a few years older than me. And I watched Manny. I listened to every word that came out of his mouth because Manny was just different. Manny made something out of himself. He came from the wrong side of the tracks like I did, but Manny became a millionaire. And I tell you what, I watched every move he made. He was my role model, and he didn't even know it. I was a cousin. But I tell you what, I am who I am in large part because of a man named Manny Carter, because he made me believe that somebody from our family, somebody from the wrong side of the tracks, could make something out of himself. And I'm sitting here talking to you because of him, huh? Choosing your hard. Here's the real choice. It's hard to confront old wounds. It's hard to change your environment. It's hard to build discipline where none existed. It's hard to be the first in your family to succeed, but it's also hard to live with resentment, to carry the weight of missed potential, and to watch cycles replay in the people you love because you didn't take a stand, huh? Choose your hard, break the cycle, be the first, and never look back, huh? Oh my gosh. Come on, baby. We ready to go? Let's go for it, huh? Oh my gosh. Good morning, everybody. Man, I'm having fun being with y'all, huh? Oh, inspiration from family is greater sometimes. I'm telling you, it's hard to break out of generation. It is hard, but you can do it. I'm living proof, baby. I had an abusive father, ran off when I was 9. It was me and my mama, and we grew up in the ghettos. Okay, so what? I get people all the time say, well, Presley, you don't understand. Some people got bigger hurdles than other people do. You're right. And you're right. I don't understand why. But I won't ever understand why until I get to heaven and can ask the good Lord himself why. Because, man, I had buddies that had money. I had buddies that had good dads. I had buddies, when I played sports my whole life, guys. Played sports my whole life. Good athlete. Played sports. You know what? You know how many games my dad watched me play? 0. He didn't watch me play one game. I remember sitting there looking up in the stands. I'd be standing out at center court. We're fixing to have the jump ball to start the game, and I'd see all my buddies there, and their dads would be up in the stands cheering them on. I'd look up in the stands. I didn't have a dad cheering me on. And my mom worked so much. She'd come when she could, but most times she was trying to work and make money. You know what? Okay. I agree. Some of us have bigger hurdles to get over than others. You're absolutely right. But either we get over it or we don't. That's the thing we got to face. Face reality, boys and girls. Either we do something with our life or we don't. So we got to look at that mirror and say, if it's to be, it's up to me. We got to quit worrying about what happened in the past. We got to quit worrying about mistakes we've made. I get people all the time going, Presley, yeah, you're a businessman and all that, but I don't have a business degree. Neither do I. I was a high school basketball coach. I taught algebra. Huh? I grew up in the ghettos. I've made a lot of mistakes, and I don't have a business degree. Okay? Doesn't matter. Do you realize we can learn anything we want to learn, boys and girls? Think about this. Let's say you're on here and you're saying, hey, I want to start making money in real estate. Okay, good. Think about it. But you go, well, I don't know anything about real estate, though, Presley. Okay, become an expert. How do I do that, Presley? Do you realize if you want to get into real estate investing, get this, read books on real estate, listen to podcasts on real estate, watch YouTube videos on real estate, go to networking events on real estate, find you a mentor for real estate, go to seminars on real estate, go to conferences on real estate, take an online class on real estate. There's a million ways you can learn about real estate if that's what you want to do. You know what? I got a buddy that's starting laundromats. I mean, he's opening a bunch of laundromats. Demetric is. And you know what? I even drove one Saturday. I drove over an hour to go to be at one of his grand openings. I don't know if I'm ever going to get in the laundromat business. I don't know. But you know what? I came home after watching him and talking to him, and I YouTubed how to start a laundromat. I didn't know if anything would pop up. You're wrong. A bunch of videos popped up on how to start laundromats. It doesn't matter what we want to learn. You can learn anything you want to learn. Let's go for it, baby. I'm telling you right now, understand this. I'll say it one more time. Either you're building your dream life or somebody's going to hire you to build theirs. Come on, we need to be building our own dream life, baby. We need to be going for what we want out of life, huh? Come on, let's quit thinking we can't and start thinking we can. I'll say it again. If you'll do you a vision board and write you some goals down and wake up every day with purpose and passion and have a direction you're going for, you're way ahead of the masses, because only 3% of the population has written goals. 3%. But that 3% makes on average 10 times what everybody else does. How about writing some goals down, huh? Huh? Oh my gosh. And then start growing as a person. So we do a vision board and goals. Now we got direction. Now we start growing as a person by reading 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. And if we do that for a year, we'll read 15 to 20 good books. If we'll start watching one personal growth giant every day, take 10, 15, 20 minutes, watch you one personal growth giant, and then start running with winners. If you'll start doing that, baby, I'm telling you, you start growing, and all of a sudden you'll start realizing you can do amazing things in your life. So we got a vision board and goals. We got direction. We start growing as a person because we know we got to become more if we want more. It's all up to us. It's up to us. And you go, well, Presley, you don't understand. I got so many responsibilities, and I got to make money, and I got to this, and I got to that. Okay, I agree with you. I did too. I was the head basketball coach at Lakeview High School, struggling to pay the bills. I was over 4 teams. I was teaching algebra. I was sponsoring the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I had 2 small kids at home. I didn't have time to do anything either. But you figure out a way. You figure out a way. If you want something bad enough, you'll figure out how to get it done, baby. I'm telling you right now, if you want something bad enough, you'll figure out how to get it done. I started network marketing. Had no time. You know what? When I was driving to work in the morning, I'd make a couple of phone calls. When I was driving home in the evening, I'd make a couple of phone calls. I would try to meet somebody for a cup of coffee every once in a while. Saturdays, man, if I didn't have some games or anything, man, I was trying to make Saturdays a day where I could go talk to people. And I just kept trying to fit it all in the nooks and crannies of an already busy schedule. And you know what? I fit it in enough that it exploded, and I became the #1 earner. And I've made $40-something million doing it. But I had to fit it in and work it in, and I didn't think I had time, but I managed to figure out how to do it a little bit, and it got going. Huh? You just figure out a way. No, it's not easy. Wasn't easy. I lost sleep, man. I'd be showing presentations at 11 o'clock at night, and then I'd be getting up at 5 or 6 in the morning. I'm telling you, no, it wasn't easy. Was it worth it, though? Heck yeah. My whole life is because I would get out of my comfort zone and do something. The whole life I enjoy now is because I was willing to do that. Are you? Or are you just going to stay stuck in the ditch? You know, I call a rut. You get in a rut, and a rut's just a grave with both ends knocked out. So many people, we go to jobs we hate, and we do it week after week, month after month, year after year, decade after decade, and we're hating it. But we won't do anything to change. We got to go for it, baby. Start that business. Get that side hustle going. Get to saving some money. Buy you a piece of real estate. Save up and start a business. Come on, let's do something. And you go, well, I don't have the money to buy a piece of real estate. You got to put 15, 20% down. I don't have that 15 or 20%. Okay, then do Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash for a while and save some money. Oh, but Presley, I don't have much time. Okay, I understand. Then just get used to it. You're going to stay where you are. If you're not willing to do something that's hard to make something happen, you're going to stay where you are. And in 10 years, you're going to look back and you're going to be in the same freaking spot you're at right now. Oh, my gosh, Presley, you're talking hard to us this morning. Yeah, I am, because either you do something big or you don't, baby. My belief is go big or go home. You know, the masses are not going to do anything big. Do you understand that? Most of your buddies and friends and family, they're not going to do anything. They're going to live a life, and they're going to get to the end, and they're going to have accomplished nothing. They're just existing, and they're not having any fun, and there's no passion in their life. They're going to a job they hate, but they're just going to keep doing it, and they just keep waiting to the day they can retire. In other words, they're waiting to the day they get old. Oh, my gosh. Come on. You got to have something inside you. See, call me anything but average and ordinary. Call me anything but average and ordinary. I don't want to be average and ordinary. I don't want to drive an average car. I don't want to live in an average house. I don't want to go on average vacations. I don't want to do anything average and ordinary. I'd rather choke on greatness than nibble on mediocrity any day of the week. Huh? Come on, baby. Oh. Do you a vision board. Write your goals down. Start reading 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. Start watching a personal growth channel every day. Start running with winners. And if you'll do those 5 steps, I call it my success starter kit. I'm telling you right now, baby, things will change. But you got to be consistent. You got to do it. And you say, well, Presley, I don't have winners to run with. Yeah, you do. Run with me. I do these lives every freaking day. Unless I'm on an airplane or doing something I just can't get out of, I'm right here every day. Yep, every day. 7 days a week. I even do them before I go to church on Sundays, huh? Come on. And if you really want to get with a bunch of winners, get in our university. I'm telling you right now. Try us out. Just try it. ResidualEarnersUniversity.com. We've got success courses. We got my blueprint for success in there. How did I go from ghettos to multimillionaire? It's in there. It's in modules. You can work your way through. I teach you how to set goals. I teach you how to budget. I teach you how to get out of debt. I teach you how to do all this stuff. I teach you how to start a business, brand a business, scale a business. We got all kinds of courses in there. We've got a video library that's full of stuff. We've got experts coming in every week teaching us how to make money in real estate, how to make money in insurance, how to make money in TikTok shop, how to make money in digital marketing, how to make money with AI, how to make money. I mean, we're starting a series pretty soon with Dr. James Fonby on how to make money with AI. Then we got a bunch of winners that you can run with. If you say you don't have winners to run with, yes, you do. Get in there with us. Try it. It's $29. Come on. Be the best $29 you've ever spent. Come on. Come on. If you're wanting to change your life, if you're wanting to make money, if you want to start a business or scale a business, guys, I started with nothing in network marketing and built an organization of 500,000 business partners. 500,000. I started with one car dealership. We scaled it up to 7. I'm telling you what, I can help you scale a business if that's what you want to do too. Let's go, huh? Oh, come on, let's do something. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to calm down. Huh? All right, here's something I get a lot, and people will say, well, Presley, you can't love the Lord and have money. You know what, guys, understand this. The Bible doesn't say money is the root of all evil. The Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. I believe if you got your priorities right, you can make as much money as you want. I think if you got the good Lord first, your family second, your health third, and money fourth, I think you can do anything you want to as far as making money. But you got to have your priorities right, absolutely, without a doubt. But I don't think there's anything wrong with making money, huh? Think about this. The Bible has teaches us with the parable of the talents. I believe it's teaching us to do the best we can with what we have. If you read the parable of the talents, the other thing people always say, well, Presley, you can't have money and love the Lord. Well, my Bible says that King David was a man after God's own heart. Do you realize King David was wealthy? Do you realize, Job, who went through trials and tribulations? Do you realize, Job, if you read the rest of that story, do you realize, Job was wealthy? Do you realize King Solomon, who wrote books in the Bible, baby? King Solomon, scholars believe, was the richest man that has ever walked the face of the earth. I mean, come on, baby. Don't tell me you can't love the Lord and have money. Now, do you have to have money to love the Lord? No, absolutely not. But I don't think you got to be broke to love the Lord either. I learned a long time ago the best way to help the poor was to not be one of them. I mean, when I couldn't pay my own bills, I couldn't help many people. You realize now I give a ton more to my church. I give to Romero Pena Ministries because he is reaching people for Jesus. I give to St. Jude's. I give to youth organizations. If you make some money, you can actually help people. Come on. I don't believe ambition is greed. I believe being motivated is good. Wanting more for your life doesn't make you selfish. It makes you responsible, I believe, huh? In today's world, ambition is often misunderstood. We hear phrases like, just be content, or you shouldn't want too much, as if striving for a better life somehow makes you greedy or ungrateful. But true ambition is not about hoarding wealth or chasing fame. It's about maximizing your potential, fulfilling your purpose, and refusing to settle for mediocrity, huh? There's a critical distinction to be made here. Ambition is not greed. Greed takes. Ambition builds. Greed says, how much can I get? Ambition asks, how much can I become? Come on, ambition is the fuel for progress. Every invention, movement, company, mission, and breakthrough began with someone who wasn't okay with the status quo, someone who had the audacity to believe that things could be better and that they were the one to make it happen. Come on, baby. Let's go for it, huh? Ambition drives innovation. It pushes humanity forward. It builds schools, creates jobs, launches ministries, feeds the hungry, and lifts communities. When rooted in purpose, ambition is one of the greatest forces for good, huh? Greed is about self. Ambition is about stewardship. Greed is driven by ego and scarcity. It roots in fear. Fear that there won't be enough, so I must take more. Greed hoards, manipulates, and steps on others to get ahead. Ambition, on the other hand, is about stewardship. It's about the belief that your gifts, talents, and potentials were not given to be buried, but given to be multiplied. That you were meant to grow, serve, and expand, not for selfish gain, but for significant impact. How about that one, huh? Wanting to build wealth, to give more, that's not greed. Wanting to lead a team, to empower others, that's not greed. Wanting to raise your standard so your kids inherit a better life, that's not greed. That's ambition with integrity, and the world needs more of it, huh? Oh, you were created for more. There's a reason you feel that internal pull for more, that dissatisfaction with stagnation, that nudge to break limits, that fire to build something meaningful. It's not a flaw, it's a signal. The good Lord put that in you. Ambition, when pure, is the voice of purpose calling you higher. It's the part of you that refuses to die quietly. It says, you were made for impact. You were made to grow. You were made to rise and to help others rise with you. You were made to leave a legacy. To suppress the ambition and fear of being labeled greedy is not humility, it's disobedience to your calling. The world needs ambitious people, huh? Come on, baby. The world doesn't need more passive observers. It needs driven builders, people who say, I'll go first. I'll solve this problem. I'll lead the charge. I'll blaze the trail. Ambition is what turns dreamers into doers. It transforms silent wishes into visible results. Ambition takes responsibility for change. And when used correctly, ambition multiplies what matters most. Are you ambitious? I hope you are. What are you doing? What are you leaving? What legacy are you leaving? What are you teaching your kids and grandkids, huh? Come on, think about it. You teaching them somebody with your name can do something big, or you teaching them how to make a bunch of excuses, huh? It's hard to go against the grain when others tell you to be grateful for what you have. It's hard to push yourself when no one's watching. It's hard to be misunderstood for wanting a better life. But it's also hard to waste your potential. It's hard to look back and wonder, what could I have done if I'd have just tried, huh? It's hard to live small when something inside you was made to build big. Oh my gosh, come on, baby. We don't want to live small. No. Serena, good morning. Serena's in our university. Come on, baby. Come on. Go to residualearnersuniversity.com and join a bunch of winners, baby. Come on. If you're wanting to change your life, do it right now. Residualearnersuniversity.com. Or if you're over here on TikTok, you can just go to our profile page, and up at the top, there's a link, residualearnersuniversity.com. Come on, baby. If you're liking what you're hearing, and if you're wanting to do something with your life, come join us, baby. Come join us. It's also hard to waste your potential. It's hard to look back and wonder, what could I have done if I'd have just tried? It's hard to live small when something inside you was made to build big. I'm telling you right now, either you're going to take some risk in your life or you're going to have some regrets, baby. And risk weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. Choose your hard. You don't owe the world comfort. Oh, my gosh. You owe the world your contribution, and that contribution is born when you let ambition speak louder than fear, huh? Your ambition is a gift. The desire to grow, to reach, to lead, to elevate others. That desire is not something to hide. It's something to harness. When ambition is partnered with character, humility, and service, it becomes a legacy-building force. You weren't made to just survive. You were made to thrive, to build, and to give. And that starts by embracing the truth. Ambition is not greed. Ambition is purpose in motion, baby, huh? I hope you got some ambition. I hope you're wanting to leave a legacy that your kids and grandkids will be proud of, huh? And that you'll be proud of, huh? Oh, my gosh. Good morning, everybody. Oh, yeah. I struggle with finding enough time in a day to do my outside of work ambition. Yeah, no, it's a struggle. Absolutely. Oh, it is a struggle. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a struggle. Yep, sure is. It's a struggle. I mean, but I'll say this. Let me say it one more time. And I believe this with every fiber in me. If you want something bad enough, you'll figure out how to get it done. If you're wanting to change your life, you'll figure out a way. It's all about your why. If your why is big enough, you'll figure out how. Yeah. I'll say it again. When I started network marketing, I was the head basketball coach at Lakeview High School. I was in charge of 4 teams. I was teaching 4 classes of algebra. I was sponsoring the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I had 2 small kids at home. I'm telling you right now, it was a struggle. Absolutely. It was hard. I was losing sleep. I was getting up early. I was staying up late. I was working my butt off on the weekends. Any day I had off, I was running around trying to show presentations to people. Oh my gosh, it was tough. Absolutely, it was tough. I mean, it was wearing me down. But then it took off, and after a few months, I was able to go fire my boss. But I had to go through that tough part to get it there. Yeah, I had a big why though. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. Are you guys sick and tired of being sick and tired? You know, come on. Let's go for it, huh, baby? Let's go for it. Let's make it happen. I'm telling you right now. And if you'll start running with winners, it's going to help you. I'm telling you right now, if you'll start running with winners, it's going to make a difference in your life. You got to run with people that are going somewhere. You got to run with people that are making you better. I mean, that's just a fact. When I was running with my ghetto buddies, man, a big day for us was sitting on the couch, drinking beer and eating a block of cheese. That was a big day for us, watching sports. Huh? It's all about who you run with. If you're running with winners, baby, you're going to be a winner. I tell people all the time, if you're wanting to soar with the eagles, you can't be down on the ground pecking in the dirt with the turkeys. If you want to soar with the eagles, you can't be down on the ground pecking in the dirt with the turkeys, huh? Yeah, and I see where some of you guys have asked about network marketing. Again, I'm not ignoring you. I just don't pitch anything on my lives. If you want to know how I made all that money in network marketing, just direct message me and say, Presley, how did you make all that money in network marketing? And I'm happy to go offline and do it. I just never want to pitch anything on here. For you guys just joining, I'm Presley Swagerty. I grew up in the ghettos. I became a high school basketball coach. I struggled financially till I was in my 40s, and I finally made a decision to change my life. And I'm telling you what, you can do the same thing too. It's all about wanting it bad enough. And, since then, I got into network marketing where I'm the #1 earner with the company, and I made 40 some odd $1 million. We bought car dealerships, printed circuit board companies, logistics companies, car washes. We bought real estate. I'm working on buying some franchises now. I mean, I'm an entrepreneur now, but I've actually written a couple of books. I wrote Millionaire by Halftime, How to Win with Network Marketing. I wrote Be, Do, and Have More. You got to be before you can do, and do before you can have. I'm telling you, and that's a story in and of itself. I'm a math guy, hated English, and I'm writing books. Never thought I'd get involved in network marketing, but I did. Thank the Lord. It exploded. I made a fortune. You always tell people, you got to be flexible, because sometimes the good Lord's plans are not what your plans are, huh? Sometimes the good Lord's plans are not what your plans are. Never thought I'd be in network marketing, but thank the Lord I am. Certainly didn't think I'd write books. If you'd have told me years back that, hey, listen, you're going to be the #1 earner in a network marketing company and you're going to write some books, I would have been in the floor laughing. My 8th grade English teacher still gives me nightmares. I did not like English. I have trouble spelling. My grammar's not that great, but I write books now. Is that not wild? I mean, guys, it just goes to show you, we can do stuff we don't think we can do. Bottom line. And, I say it again, people all the time, they say, well, Presley, you don't understand where I came from. Well, great. I came from the ghettos. What about you? Well, Presley, you don't understand. I've made mistakes in my life. Great. Me too. I got so many skeletons in my closet, my clothes barely fit in. Well, Presley, you don't understand business. I don't have any business degrees. Neither do I. I can teach algebra. It doesn't matter. What do you have in here? What do you have in here? If you got a heart, if you really want something bad enough, you'll figure out how to get her done. Yeah, you sure will. I'm telling you right now. And you know what? If you want to run with winners, we've got a podcast channel. Go check it out. Residual Earners. We're on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Go check our podcast channel out. Residual Earners. Everything we do is called Residual Earners, because we want to make residual income, baby. Our lives, I do these lives every day. Residual.earners. By the way, I only got one account, residual.earners. There are scammers. There are fake accounts. There are scumbags that steal my logo. They steal videos. They try to say they're me. They're not me. I will never ask you to go to WhatsApp to talk to me. I will never ask you for money for crypto. I will never do anything. If it is not residual.earners, earners with 275,000 followers, it's not me. Just understand that. It's not me. And if somebody tries to tell you they're me and to send money for crypto, block them and report them, because it ain't me. They're fake. And then we started our school. Guys, if you hadn't checked our university out, you're missing out. It's a success school. It's a success school. Come on, baby. Jump in there and try it out. ResidualEarnersUniversity.com. We got courses in there on success. We bring experts in every week and do Zooms with you. I mentor you. I mean, we can get on a Zoom together. I'll get on the phone with you. I'll do whatever I can to help you. Just jump in there where you're with a bunch of winners. I'm telling you, it's the game changer. ResidualEarnersUniversity.com, baby. Come on. I'm telling you right now, it's a game changer. We built it on the school platform, SKOOL. That's that platform Alex Hermosion's part of. And you log in, you got to put in a password. You're in there with nothing but winners, baby. I'm telling you, if you want to run with winners, get in our university, because I'm telling you, it's nothing but winners. And also, it's like Facebook. We post in there all the time, but every post is positive. We allow no negativity. It's positive videos, positive quotes, positive stories, business building tips. I mean, we're all the time working on how to make money and how to do something better. I mean, I'm telling you right now, come on, ResidualEarnersUniversity.com. Well, boys and girls, I have got a board meeting in 45 minutes, so I've got to get out of here early today and get to the board meeting. I own a printed circuit board company, or half of it, and we're having a board meeting today. So it starts here in 45 minutes, and I've got to drive for about 30 minutes, so I got to get moving. But anyway, love you guys. God bless you guys. Again, if you want to know more about network marketing, direct message me. I'm happy to answer you offline. And if you haven't joined our university, do that now. It's a success school, baby. I'm telling you, if you're wanting to change your life, make money, start a business, scale a business, I'll help you. I'll help you. We will do it. We'll do it together. How about that? ResidualEarnersUniversity.com. Come on and join us. Well, listen, guys, love you. God bless you. I will be back in the morning, and I won't be in a rush in the morning, so we'll have more time. So talk to you guys later. Oh, my gosh. And you guys over here on YouTube, I appreciate y'all greatly. I'll be back in the morning, and come on, let's go. Let's go. Again, if you haven't joined our university, do it. Try us out. Just try us out. Just try it out. If you don't like it, you can leave. You're not locked into anything. But I tell you what, I think you'll love being part of our university. We got a